Hey there, YouTube. How you doing this weekend or whenever you happen to be watching this? I'm going to make a little something for you today. I have never made chia pudding before, so I don't know why. I heard somebody talking about it the other day, and after all these years, I said, well, I'm going to try to make that. That sounds pretty healthy, pretty good. And this is what I'll generally do when I see something that I like out there and I decide I want to try to make it. I'll go and I'll Google different variations: chia pudding, chia seed pudding, banana chia seed pudding, cinnamon, and all different things will pop up. And I'll look at like 7, 8, sometimes 10 recipes, and I'll be like, okay, that sounds kind of good. Ooh, I like a little tip of that. And I'll just kind of get a big picture, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll erase all that in my head and go like, all right, I liked different elements of things, but I didn't really like that one, didn't really like that one, so I kind of personalize it. So this is a first go. I'm probably going to come, this is not going to be a one part. I'll come back to you throughout this video, probably at least once, and we'll see if this is a fail or a success on the first time. So I'm going to make this in my NutriBullet today, and we are going to start out, like I say, I'm going to use some banana. And we're going to start out with one banana, put it in there, just like that. Going to put a date in there for a little sweetness, just like that. I've got 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. And I have got half a teaspoon of cinnamon. What we're going to do first, we're just going to blend this up. Blend it a little bit longer. That's mainly just for the date right there. Then I've got a container over here. Got a little container here for my fridge, and then we're just going to pour this in like so. All right. Next, I've got, that light's kind of blurring it. I've got 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of pour these in, and they stay on the top there. And I'm going to get myself a spoon. And I'm just going to kind of gently stir them in there. Don't want to blend, I didn't want to blend the chia seeds from what I'm reading, like I say, first time, because that would just kind of break them up and it would wouldn't do the real pudding effect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just kind of continue to stir this. I'm going to let it sit for just a couple of minutes. I won't need to come back to you for this, but I'm going to stir it a little bit, and then I'm going to let it sit on the counter for a few minutes. And then I'm going to come back and stir it again. And then I will put a top on this. See how those seeds are kind of just all distributed through there? Then I'll put a top on this, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Now, different places say different things. It says let it sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour. Some say 4 hours, some say 8 hours, some say overnight. So what I'm going to do is I'm in no hurry to eat this, actually. Well, I mean, it's going to be good. I'm just not in a super hurry to eat it. So I'm going to give it a good while. I'm going to give it at least 4 hours, if not 6 hours, before I come back to it. So I'm going to put a top on this after I stir it one more time, put a top on it, put it in the refrigerator, and I'll be back to you, and we'll see how this turned out. All right, we're going to test this out, see how it turned out. Fingers crossed. Now, let's see, it is 4:15 right now. I think it was probably about 8:15, 8:30, so it's been in the fridge for about 6 hours. I like the consistency. You can see the seeds evenly sorted through there. Texture, not bad. That's good. I like it. And I'm not going to eat this right now, I'll be honest with you. I just got through eating a little while ago, and I'm going to put the top back on this and put it back in until tomorrow. Now, this is good as it is right here, but I'm still going to experiment a little bit with this, kind of play with some flavors. Might try to do a version of this with 2 bananas in it. I'm going to do a version of this with no bananas and just do just the almond milk and the chia seeds and maybe a date for a little bit of sweetness. I'm going to do a version with the banana where I saw somebody that made one. They didn't blend it first. They actually mashed the banana, poured the milk in a bowl, big bowl. Then they mashed all that together. Then they chopped up the dates and put it in there. And then they mixed the seeds in there. Seems like that would be a little bit harder. But anyhow, I'm just going to experiment with it. The reason I wanted to do it like this, and I decided to do it like this for once instead of doing it 2 or 3 or 4 times and being like, until it's absolutely ready. I just kind of wanted to show you the process. When I get something in my head, I go to Google. I search, probably sometimes I'll go look at 4 or 5 or 6 different recipes of something that's similar to mine, and I start saying, oh, that looks like an interesting ingredient. Nah, I don't like that. Don't like to do this. Yep, that looks good. So I just kind of start thinking, and then I'm like, all right, I know what I want to try now. So that's what I do. Just get in the kitchen and play. If an old goof like me can feed himself, I'm sure you can too. And that's delicious. That tastes really good. Looking forward to it for, if not breakfast, it'll be my mid-morning snack tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you make it, let me know. If you got any interesting versions of chia pudding or chia banana pudding, let me know. And I'll see you here again real soon. Peace.